Bitter sweet. Bittersweet victory. Just got home from a delicious meal with Mom. Had Nick's by the bed. Got plenty of echo going on there. What's going on? Echo, baby. 49ers were handling that biz. And again, yet another key. What do you gotta say, Panda? How you feeling? Hard to game. Hard the game, but E-Man by the power of Levi Stadium. Real tough. You gotta say, Panda. Yeah, I'm upset too, Panda. I'm upset too. Very sad. Not that sad. Ladies and gentlemen, Thomas and Caballeros, 49er fans throughout the multiverse, welcome to Gary Lamm, Main Event Mania. My name's Gary Lamm. 49ers not fall to the trap game. Handle the Panthers. Handle Baker Mayfield. But some very tough injuries to the San Francisco 49ers. Knight Rider, more like a nightmare. World champ. My mama's Mexican, so I was born to win. Get the hell out of my way. Watch me succeed. Gary Lamm, Main Event Mania, coming to you live action from the Gary Lamm Main Event Mania Man Cave. When I left Nick's by the Bay, hanging out with Mom, having some lamb chops, potato skins, some jumbo prawns, mimosas with Mama. 49ers had the game in hand. Took my mom to Sirens, get a gift. She didn't want nothing. She's being a mean old lady. Still love you, Mom. I got you something anyway when you left, Mom. How you like that? Mom's birthday's coming up. Niners had it in hand. You know it is. I take care of Mom. Mom don't like sports like I do. 49ers had this game in hand. I come home, and I find out Emmanuel Mosley likely ACL tear. Emmanuel Mosley. Really, he's playing as good a defense as anyone on the defensive team. I mean, he hasn't made the splash like Talanoa Hufanga, who's been the splashiest player, no doubt about it. He's been every bit as solid. Hasn't been to various Ward, but he's been right there, and he has a contract here. If you want to be real diabolical, you can say, wow, 49ers might be able to keep Emmanuel Mosley right now coming off an ACL. That'll be good for me, but I don't wish no negativity on that guy. I want him on the Niners. But real rough injury for Mosley. Nick Bosa couldn't come out in the second half because of the growing injury. Even though the Niners had a real nice win, a couple of really just kind of heartbreaking injuries. Ward is hurt again, too. He had broke his hand. He just came out at free safety, broke his hand. 49er defense still looking good. Still got a pass rush. Here's the bottom line about the 49er defense. Unless you have a legitimate running quarterback or a real top tier, like the top guys, like Brady or Rodgers, or a super skilled running quarterback, it's going to be hard to beat this 49er pass rush, even without Nick Bosa, because their secondary can play. Prayers up for Mosley, Ward, Bosa, Trent Williams come back soon. That ACL, oh man, for Mosley, that is something. The growing injury for Bosa, I know he'll manage it well, but that could take a while. We got Atlanta next week. On a positive note, Jason Verrett, I don't know if he'll be back, but hey, look at he's on the verge. Jason Verrett is a damn good player. So if Mosley's going to go down, it's nice that we do have Jason Verrett on the squad. All right, so all hope is totally not lost. We got Verrett. We got a rookie, Yamador Lenore. I mean, he doesn't have the speed, but we got a rookie. What's his name? Can't remember his name. I'm looking. I'm cheating. Now I can't. The worst memory of names of all time. What's the name of the third round pick we got? 49ers draft here. This is the worst podcast right now. Samuel Womack. We got Samuel Womack. Samuel Womack can kind of hope is he hurt? What's up? What's up with Womack? Why did he get benched? I think, and I've noticed that with running backs and defensive backs, I noticed that Shanahan and the 49ers they're hesitant to play younger players. I'd rather go with Lenore, who has a year of experience. There's a lot of sense to that. You got to earn your place on the 49ers, but we got there is a ray of light. I mean, but there's nothing like Emmanuel Mosley. I think he's been good for a long time. He's finally getting his flowers now. I thought he was good in 2019. I thought he was. I think he's been one of the best in our cornerbacks. We've he as far as cornerbacks, I think since 2019, since he's been on the team, you could make an argument from the time he's been on, he's been the best and most consistent cornerback on the San Francisco 49ers since he's been there. Javarius Ward is the truth. Not going to take anything away from that, but I think Mosley is right there as far as being on the Niners and being a good cornerback. Now he's hurt. He's had some injuries, but man, this ACL, it's heartbreaking. You can see the players getting interviewed after. Kittle try to put some positive light on it. It is what it is. You're injured. Next man up. Positive thing is we got Verrett. We got Samuel Womack. Lenore can be the nickel back. I wouldn't want to rely on Ambrose. Oh my goodness. The worst ever remember of names of all time. 49 roster. Let's go. 49 roster. The worst. It's why I always put notes I want to come on, but try to do without notes. There we go. 49 roster. And players, I apologize to you. But that's just how my brain works. Here we go. This is the very best podcast right now. Where are you? Where's Ambrose? Still on the team. Oh, come on now. Go by position. Defensive back, cornerback. We still got Contrast Knight? Ambry Thomas. I was thinking about D. Ambrose. I'm wrestling on my mind. I wouldn't want to use him, but the 49ers are still pretty. Having Javarius Ward on this team, boy, it makes a big difference because we got that number one. Did I say Javarius Moore? I meant, now I can't remember what I meant. Travarius Ward. Having Travarius Ward on the team makes a big difference. It just makes our secondary that much better. But Jason Verrett, I mean, I saw him running. Shout out to Grant Cohn. I saw a picture of him running the 40-yard dash, very slow. But I trust Samuel Womack, at least against Atlanta. I mean, it doesn't look good against the Chiefs, but the Chiefs are 2 weeks from now, all right? The 49ers still have a pass rush, even without Bosa. Yeah, Ekubon, who's looking great. Samson Ekubon is looking really good. Still got Kerry Hyder, who shows up every once in a while. Charles Ameni with a sack today. I don't even have the stats. Still got Jordan Willis out there. Eric Thompson's hurt. The 49er defense, it just looks good. The 49ers have a hell of a defense, no matter who's been out there so far. And I got to bring it up. 49ers must hate turf. It seems like every time they get on some kind of turf, someone gets a big injury. Today was Bosa and Emmanuel Mosley. Hope Bosa's okay. Bosa was going for the sack record. He had to take himself out of the game. That tells you something. I hope he's all right. But as a defense, I'm not really worried about it. 49ers could score 20 points every game. They got a chance. And look at this box score. And I got to acknowledge again, Kyle Shanahan, I think he has adjusted. We're going to flip on that. That's our next subject. 49er injuries. It's depressing. 49ers won. They're 3-2. They're dead in the water. And now they're in first place in the division, working on getting a home game in a very, very wide open NFC. So I'm not expecting to get a bye, but hey, if you get a home game, the Niners played every playoff game on the road last year, and they were very competitive down to the end. They were all beat up. One thing about this team, they got heart. They will carry on. Their quarterback's down. Best player on offense, Trent Williams is down. Best player on defense, Nick Bosa is down. Emmanuel Mosley, a guy who all the players love. I think he's been the most consistent defensive back on the Niners since he's been on the team. You want to say Ward might be the guy. That's true. That could be true. Ward broke his hand. I like the way Kyle Shanahan has adjusted the offense. He's getting the ball to Samuels, Ayuk, and Jennings in the short game. I'd like to see him run some of the young guys. I like to see Jordan Mason run a little bit. But he doesn't trust them, so get the ball to the good players, and the run game is part of the pass game. I wish Jimmy Garoppolo was a lot better at play action. He's just not. So they're playing to Jimmy's strengths. They're getting the ball out quick. And to get these wins that are right in front of them, like in Carolina and next week in Atlanta, they would take Atlanta's pretty much a must-win. If they beat Atlanta, they're 4-2 going into the game with Kansas City. And they're right there. So they I think it's kind of a must win next week. You want to stay, you want to stay, keep your winning ways. Look at this box score. I just want to get the breakdown because I thought the 49ers need to go full run. They didn't do that, but I like what they're doing. Let me get the breakdown here. 49ers ran the ball. Got 152 rushing yards. So let's get the breakdown. Let me get the rushes and passes. How many passing yards? 244. Jimmy Garoppolo threw it 30 times. 30 passes compared to, count these up, 10. Is that 25? Yeah, 25, 26, 27, 25. So it's at a 50-50 run pass ratio, which is perfect. No one had over 60 yards as far as 49er receivers. Kittle got 5 catches on his birthday, 47 yards. Ayuk 3 catches, 58 yards. Jennings 2 catches, 45 yards. Tevin Coleman 3 catches, 44 yards. Kyle Juszczyk, we got to keep giving that guy the ball. 2 catches, 27 yards. Debo 2 catches, 20 yards and a touchdown. Kind of a drop. Could have been a better pass by Garoppolo. Jeff Wilson a catch and 12 yards. But I like what I saw from the offense. I'm still shocked. 17 rushes, 120 yards by Jeff Wilson. He's been fantastic. Tevin Coleman, 8 rushes, 23 yards. He had that nice touchdown. Debo with 2 rushes for 12 yards. I'm still shocked that the rookie Jordan Mason hasn't got anything. Not even 1 rush. And I wonder why you keep the guy on the team. You don't want him to touch the ball. 49ers like veterans. I think that's why Samuel Womack is not playing. I know Danny Gray's hurt. The Niners just seem to like their veterans, which give all credit to Spencer Burford. He's the rookie out there starting. So at the position you think the 49ers are weakest, so shout out to Burford. Kerry Lamm, Main Event Mania, live action, coming to you. 49ers postgame. Kind of a heartbreaking show. But I don't think it's the end. I'm going on record. It's not the end for the 49ers, especially if they get this win at Atlanta. Very sad for E-Man. E-Man. For the power of Grayskull. I have the power. E-Man. Maybe we get to keep E-Man next year. I think he was going to play his way out of our price range. Hell of a pick 6 today. I think he's probably one of the unsung heroes on the 49er defense all around. Quietly, I think he was our best corner. He's been our best corner. I think at least since 2019. Just overall, you got to put everything together, every game together. Cumulatively, I think he's been our best cornerback since he's been on the team. And now he's gone. I think Travis Ward is better than right now. He just has more size and athleticism. Probably. Jesus, please don't let Chavez get hurt. Don't let Mooney get hurt. Let this not be an ACL for E-Man. E-Man. Very tough one. But here's the positive news. Shanahan has adjusted. 49ers are scoring on offense. The running game looked good. Still 30 passes for Garoppolo. I think this is what it's going to be. I wish Garoppolo could. There's sometimes there's some head scratchers out there, but they're using Kyle's using him to his strength, getting that ball out really quick. Jimmy G. When you throw that deep ball, throw it to the money players, man. Throw it to Debo. Throw it to Ayuk. I just wish he would just think about if you're going to force one. There was one over the middle. I don't even know who the hell he forced it to. Or just like a triple coverage. If you're going to force it to the money. Force it to your best players. That's all I got to say, Jimmy. Keep doing what you got to do. I wish you knew how to work in some play action a little bit, but that's just not his game. Kyle is playing to his game. I think when the 49ers play Kansas City, at least, Kansas City is not known for their defense, but they might be ready for Jimmy Garoppolo in the short passing game, right? Eventually, we gotta got to make a play deep, but for now it's working. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Um, Jeff Wilson having a big game helps it out. I think 17 carries is about max for him. I wish we had the 2-punch. Coleman, he got the touchdown, but 2 yards. I mean, he's a veteran. He's a veteran. He gets hurt a lot too. So I just wonder when Jordan Mason's going to play, or Ty Davis Price. I wonder when the 49ers are going to start trusting those guys to make some plays. But hey, after all the drama, 49ers are 3-2, first in the division, and we're still in the game. All right, we'll find out. I think Atlanta is a big game. You got to win that one, especially going to the Chiefs, where you got to, I went obviously. Patrick Mahomes is not a runner, but he's mobile enough to get away from the 49ers defense, and that's the Achilles heel of the 49ers. A guy who can run. Even in Aaron Rodgers, if you can get away from the 49ers' devastating pass rush, you're that's the way to beat them. I mean, if you can't move, if you're a statue. Even a Matthew Stafford has a chance because he has a tremendous arm talent. Unless you got arm talent or knowledge like Tom Brady, you're gonna have a hard time against the 49er defense if you can't move. In Atlanta, we'll see what Atlanta what they do against Atlanta. Another trap game. One thing the 49ers are doing, they're staying up in the South. In the dirty South. I wonder how it's going to be, knowing that they lost some players. I wonder how that's going to work for Nick Bosa's rehab. But I think the 49ers are doing everything they could possibly do to be successful in this part of the season. And I'm believing in these guys. And I believe in the roster. And even without Mosley, I think they'll be okay. But it's getting real thin. I hope is Jason Verrett going to come back? That'll be a story. Will Jason Verrett come back? I know I'm dwelling on the injuries, but man, we'll see. 49ers got to win. They got injuries. It's football. Let's see how they hang in. I think this team has heart. I think they're going to keep on playing. Jimmy G's all right. And the guys that got hurt, there's plenty of guys to back them up. So let's see what's up with Womack. Let's see if Verrett comes back. 49ers have been playing well at safety. I know his teams are kind of, I don't know if they're avoiding a funga, but they probably are. So far, so good. Let's see what we got. And that there's some penalties on the offensive line, but the game plan the 49ers are executing or running. So far, so good. Let's see what happens when the league adjusts. Maybe Atlanta has an answer. I don't know, but I think the Chiefs will. Just because I think they're a contender every year, and they'll. Not sure, I don't know if they have the personnel. They might. We'll see. We'll see how the Niners adjust to the adjustments of the league. But so far, so good. And now, I gotta address Jordan Poole and Draymond Green. If you're a longtime Warriors fan, the Warriors always needed a Draymond Green. They always needed this guy. And to come out and sock Jordan Poole right in the face like he did, that looked really bad. Yeah, you can say it got leaked, but damn, that was really bad. Really bad. And I'm going to give you my solution right now. I'm going to give you the solution right now. Here's the answer to the Draymond Green, Jordan Poole situation. Jordan Poole had to lay back. They live in a professional world, but this is how to fix that up if they really want to be friends. One day, when the guys are all together. No cameras. Jordan Poole gets a 60% power kick in the nuts to Draymond Green. And all the boys get to laugh. And that's it. No punching. You got to still shoot, Jordan Poole. But a solid kick in the nuts right in front of the guys. That's the answer. And if that happens, listen to me. Steph, Clay, Draymond, Jordan, the whole team. Steve Kerr, you can look away. Jordan Poole should get a solid kick in the nuts. But Draymond Green, he's going to have to take it. All the guys get a laugh. Have your ice bags ready. Let it go. That's the only way this thing's going to fly. Handle it amongst yourselves. Jordan Poole's got to get some revenge. No one has to know. But Draymond Green's going to have to take the shame of that kick in the nuts for the rest of his career. And he knows he has to do it. Listen to me, Dre. Take it like a man. Move on. And with that, this has been Gary Lamm, Main Event Mania, 49er Postgame, live action from the Gary the Man Lamm, Man Cave. Or Panda, my little sidekick. 49ers, still in the game. Still in contention. Warriors. Way to mess it up, Trey. Take a shot to the pair. Take one for the team. If you have a championship dream. And with that, keep it real. Keep it clean. This has been Gary Lamm, Main Event Mania. Until next time. Boom shakalaka! Oh yeah.